Thank you very much, Professor Field and the undergraduate office for extending this invitation to me. Thank you also to Professor Law, and Jalicia and Johanna for all the work they do for our students. Welcome, students, parents, friends, colleagues. I am delighted and honored to bask in the reflected glory of our most dedicated and outstanding political science students. I want to congratulate you all on your accomplishments. And I want to spend just a little bit of time talking about a few questions that you may have been asked, or if not, you will be asked. Why political science? For that matter, why the liberal arts? I don't really understand those questions, and I don't understand them because you did not come to Rutgers University to learn a trade. You did not come to learn a specific set of skills for a specific task. You came to a research university to expand your opportunities, to broaden your horizons, to learn from experts in a range of fields, and through that process, to determine what am I good at doing? What do I like to do? How can I make my mark, make a living, make a community, a place in the world? So I'm going to respond to those original questions with a different question. Why not political science? For that matter, why not the liberal arts? In a rapidly changing global economy, why not seek to understand the relationship between economics and political systems? In a shifting geopolitical environment, why not delve into the causes and consequences of ethnic violence, of inter and interstate conflicts? In a world in which technology is shifting the ground beneath us, changing not just the ease of communication across the globe, but the very ways we communicate, interact, and engage in social and political life, why not investigate the relationship between technological change and political power? In a country with growing racial, ethnic, and religious diversity, why not learn more about the political interests of differently situated groups? Why not explore how, when, and why people stake a claim to justice, equality, and liberty? In a country with a political system that finds its two major political parties at a regular stalemate, why not discover more about the nature of our constitutional system, its history, and its function? And in a context in which the United States has had its first Black president and seems poised to have its first female candidate for the presidency on the ballot in November of 2016, why not ask whether the gender of political representatives matters for public policy, for political outcomes? Now, there will always be people who will say you'll have no place in the modern economy if you didn't major in science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Maybe some of those people are sitting right next to you right now. Maybe you share a house with them. But I want to gently suggest that they are incorrect. And they're incorrect for several reasons. For one, a liberal arts degree hardly precludes a career in any of those fields. You may find a place in them with the broad skills you have already acquired, or you may decide you want to return to school for graduate training, and you'll be very well positioned to do that with a liberal arts degree. So such opportunities are hardly lost to you. Indeed, graduate school in a wide range of fields is always possible. Now you might say, oh, if I go back to school, I'll be 30 before I finish my schooling. Well, as my father-in-law used to say, presumably you're going to be 30 someday. You want to be 30 with a graduate degree, doing what you really enjoy, what you're good at, or without one, doing something else. But another reason why the sky is falling people are incorrect, I think, is that while the fields of science and technology can tell us how to do many things, they don't tell us why, whether, or when to do them. They don't tell us their impact on the human condition. They certainly can't tell us what use or distribution of scientific or technological resources and influence are proper, are justified, warranted, moral, or ethical. Political science has given you the language of the 21st century. Whether that language is about power, about rules and institutions, about nation states, about political parties and interest groups, law and courts, political philosophy. With the liberal arts, you have acquired a facility for abstract thinking, an ability to step outside of yourself and see issues and conflicts in new light, to analyze them from a fresh perspective. You are adaptable, critical, articulate, and passionate. You can reinvent yourself if you need to or if you wish to. And you have a set of skills that are valuable in a wide range of contexts, including, but not limited to, the fields of education, journalism, business, finance, government, research, law, communications, and, naturally, politics, about which I'll say more in just a moment. And I want to encourage you to think outside the box. Think of careers that perhaps you've never considered. I often talk to students about libraries. People think libraries are dying. Hardly so. We need librarians now more than ever to help us sort information from junk. Why wouldn't you want all of these skills in the 21st century? A complicated, changing world requires people who can think across a wide range of issues, ideas, and domains, who can adapt to new situations, bring their determination and critical faculties to new challenges and new problems, and people who can connect the complex and sometimes impenetrable world of research and technology to individuals, communities, and to whole polities. Few people are better positioned to adapt to the world we live in today, to take advantage of the speed with which societies are changing, to understand the currency of communication in the modern world than an arts and sciences major from one of the best public universities in the United States. That would be you, and that would be Rutgers. I want to end with perhaps an unusual suggestion. We do not, as a general matter, train our students how to become involved in politics. It happens in certain courses depending on the topic, but as scholars we study politics, we don't practice politics. But that is actually unfortunate because there is a palpable dearth of fresh ideas, of new perspectives, of innovation and experimentation, of mobilization and activism in contemporary American politics. And we know, you know, that politics is, in the end, all about the distribution of power. So high-quality political leadership is of extraordinary importance. I want to encourage you to consider working for political campaigns, writing speeches, mobilizing citizens, and yes, even running for office. You have to live with many of the political choices of generations that have come before you. It's time to create your own. Congratulations, good luck, don't be strangers, and go are you.